Hello, my dear instructor and my dear friends. You see my outline of the research paper. In abstract introduction part, I gave some background information about the preparatory programs. Then I analyzed these programs according to some different perspectives. In abstract part, I mentioned my aims and my method. I analyzed totally 21 studies related to preparatory programs using meta-analysis method. Meta-analysis method is the combining of the results of independent studies on a specific subject. My research topic is the analysis of preparatory programs at universities. In this study, my aim is to find out the effect of these preparatory programs on students' second language proficiency. Firstly, I would like to give some background information about these programs. Preparatory programs support students using their language skills according to their department's requirements. However, while these programs were compulsory till 2016, they were turned into optional programs. Then, some disagreements occurred among students. While some of them expressed that these programs are necessary for their academic career, some indicate that these programs do not provide any beneficial knowledge to them. Yes, in introduction part, I mentioned the globalization, the different cultures, the different perspectives. In this globalized era that we live in, we face different cultures and different perspectives. So these differences brings the communication necessity. So in order to transform the communication to some knowledge, again the learning the second language necessity emerges. In this part, I mentioned the changes within the scope of preparatory education at universities, the division of preparatory classes as compulsory and optional, the differences between these classes. For example, the students in optional class can graduate even though they do not attend the class regularly. The students in compulsory, as it is understood from the term compulsory, they have to attend regularly. The quality of these preparatory classes, the content of the curriculum, the implementation of these programs. CFR and the preparatory programs, I analyzed these programs also according to the CFR. As it is known, the curriculum of these programs are based on the CFR. The vocational schools and the preparatory programs, foreign language education becomes a necessity rather than an option for vocational schools, especially for like the tourism faculties and international relations department. Yes, method is a systematic literature review, data tool and the data analysis. I mentioned that I use meta-analysis method to combine the results of the studies. On findings part, I submitted my findings in two ways. Firstly, I used the frequency tables, then I prepared the matrix charts. The frequency tables of research methods, departments the studies were carried out, data collection tools, data analysis, sample types, etc. used in the studies. I put two examples from my study here. Matrix charts. Matrix charts is used for analyzing the relation between data sets. As a result of the analysis of these 21 studies, I obtained 10 results and I coded them as it is seen as R1, R2, R3, and I matched them with the studies on the table on these charts. So we can see which study has which result. At the end of the table, we reach the mostly used, mostly obtained results. Sorry for my voice. And I did the same study for suggestion parts also. For suggestion parts, we see mostly used two suggestions. The first one is as coded as 3. The curriculum should be more interesting, the objectives should be clear, emphasis should be placed on other skills instead of grammar. Suggestion 5, the second mostly used suggestion: educators should develop themselves and make the lessons more enjoyable. For results, we have mostly used 4 results. R3, students are aware of the importance of knowing English and they accept the necessity of preparatory classes. R4, students call preparatory classes as a waste of time. Female students are more motivated and successful. Gender, social environment, etc. has not any effect on the success factor. As it is seen, these mostly occurred results, are contradictory each other. So, it can be concluded that these contradictions related to the university's curriculum and the educators. So, while on the one side the students are aware of the necessity of these classes, on the other side the students call these classes as a waste of time. So we cannot say these preparatory classes have mere effect on the students' proficiency success. It's completely related to the curriculum and the educators. The students are pleasant from their classes. Maybe they have the high quality education. The other students who have called these classes a waste of time, that means maybe they do not have an enjoyable atmosphere in their classes. So again, this result begs to us the suggestions 3 and 5. The curriculum should be reshaped in the universities and educators should develop themselves. Thank you all.